Welcome, welcome to the laid back mat. I have such a fun class today. We're going to be using a block. If you do not have a block, you can use a sturdy book, a sturdy box, or you can do the class with nothing at all. You never need anything to do yoga. What happens with the block is that it's going to add a little length. It's going to make our arms longer. It's going to make the floor come to us. So and also you can align with it. You can press it, and we can also play with it. Add it so we can follow it with our gaze. It adds our alignment, It's just a little add-on. So it's fun to have. So let's start by sitting on it. So big inhale up, exhale, bend your knees, send your bum back, come back and sit on your block if it is comfy. As always, your comfort goes first. And I'm putting my feet to the side of my knee. You can sit on your heel and you can sit crisscross sitting on your block on the mat. So you have the option. If this works for you, by all means, you can join me in the seated position. It's also a preparation towards a little peek I've got for you. So let's inhale our fingertip up, maybe a little back bend. Palms touch each other. Exhale your palms to your chest. Shoulders relax, head is relaxed. Keep breathing. Between my cueing, each time I cue a breath, and you need more breath before the next, just breathe, and if your breath don't match mine, use yours. What's important really is that you keep on breathing, and the rest, like a block, is just a prop. It's an add-on. It enhances our yoga, but you can do it without and still get something good out of it. So let's take another inhale up, and maybe exhale one hand to the side, touch the floor, and then open up. Open the chest, shoulder. Lean a little bit into it. If you want, you can just keep your fingertip to the ground, your flat hand. Only do what feels good and skip what you're not sure or what doesn't fit you. Press in your hand. Inhale, both arms up. While we're there, we're going to reach. Exhale the shoulder. Release the hand. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. The other hand come down. And I want to plant mine, but I could keep the fingertip there. But I feel like I want to plant. I want to be grounded. My other arm opens. My shoulder. Now, the upper arm can always go on your hip. So if it gets tired or you don't want it there or it doesn't feel right, you can modify that. Just put that on your hip. It's all good. I do it a lot. Now, inhale, press in your hand. Exhale, let's look at our belly button. Round your back. Just round it. Send your belly button through your spine and back. Look. Now inhale your head forward. Look at your legs, your knees. Pass your knees. Plant your hands solid on the ground. And exhale when you're ready. Soften, maybe looking at your knees, your mat, the floor. Elbows weight heavy towards the mat. You are not forcing anything. Every movement are pleasant. Feels nice. Press in your hand. Inhale your head up, chest up. And exhale, shoulders down, neck is relaxed. Just be here. Now inhale, fingertip again overhead. Exhale, bring them forward. Now plant one of them real solid. Reach back with your other hand. Lift your bum, get your block. And just resit on it forward. Maybe this time with your feet touching each other, something different. And I'm going to move my block until I find that sweet spot where it's just right. Okay, so the Sole of your feet are together. Your knees are heavy towards the ground. And here, we're going to have you several variations for this entire class. So bring your feet forward a little bit. See if it helps with your back being straight. So once your back is straight, that's where you want your feet. You also want them where it's comfortable. Now you can always put big pillow under the knees, or you can let them go heavy towards the ground. See how that feels? Now only the outer part of my feet are touching because my feet are opening as my knees are doing that. And that's okay. It sure is. Let's inhale our fingertip forward. Exhale, round your back. And go catch your feet, your ankles, something there. And maybe inhale your head just a little bit forward. And then exhale, just soften here. You can place your arm lined up with your lower legs if you want to press gently. Again, we are not forcing, we're just adding a little bit of resistance on top. Neck is super relaxed, so maybe making small little circle with your nose, both ways a few times. Make sure your neck is very relaxed, like mine is like a ragdoll neck right now. And inhale, press in your hand, lift up your chest. And let's go on our hands and knees. So grab your block from your bum. You know where the block's going next? It's going right on your back. That's your bowl of cornflakes with lots of milk in it. So pretend that block is that cornflakes bowl, that cereal bowl or corn cereal, and just leave it there. We'll try to see if it's going to stay. And if it falls, let it fall. It's going to fall eventually anyway, right? So let's inhale just a little bit, sinking our belly button down. And exhale, go up just a little bit without knocking the block. And back to steady back. Now, let's check our lined up. Wrist under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Inner spiral your forearms. So that means you're just turning the inside of your elbow towards the other inside of the elbow. And if that doesn't click yet, just don't think of it yet. Exhale the chest down. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Maybe shift your butt a little bit forward. Neck is super relaxed. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, relax again your chest down. Now let's tuck our toes. Inhale, press in your hand and just lift your knees a little bit. Look at your legs. They should be pretty lined up with each other, right? Like parallel. Now exhale the knees down. Again, skip anything that don't feel good. If your wrist hurt here, you can make a little fist with the thumb outside, right? Or you can skip that altogether. So one more time. Inhale, belly button draw towards the mat. Nose up, tail up. Exhale, press in your hand. Round your back, maybe a little bigger now. Let's see if that block's gonna fall this time. And center. Now, let's keep going. Blocks, if the block is there or not, I bet it's gonna drop this time. Let's tuck our toes. Press in your hand. And exhale. Belly button to the spine. Round your back. Look towards your knees. Inhale. Belly button goes down. Nose up, tail up. And center. Now press into your toes, lift your knees up. Maybe shift forward a little bit just to line up your wrist under your shoulders. And inhale, belly button towards the mat. Exhale, keep your knees down if it's too much. Let's see if we can knock that block. Here we go. That means we're done right now. So yeah, so that can be fun. Just see, and try to eventually knock it down. Now let's inhale one arm to the side. Reach through your fingertip. Exhale. Spread your hand between your arm and your leg, and just keep going. Maybe lowering your ear towards the mat and laying this way. You can also grab your block, and that can be your pillow here. You don't have to lower as much, and that may help you. Now let's bring our wrist and put it under the shoulder and tuck in the elbow a little bit so our arm is straight. With each inhale, if you want, you can add a little bit of length, only if it's comfortable. And exhale, just soften. Get the push with your other hand. And on your next inhale, press into your standing hand. Reach your other arm out and exhale it back down. Now other side so you can see what, look, I'm going to keep my little pillow, I like that. Inhale, exhale, thread that needle. Now my ear is going to touch the block here. Just adjust yourself here. Wrist under the shoulder. Inhale, reach through your flat hand that's going through. And with each exhale, press in your other hand, getting a little deeper in your twist. Next inhale, press in your hand. And exhale your bum towards your heels. Tummy just curl right on your lap. And maybe use your block and bring your forehead towards your block. Your arms can be behind you, in the front, in the back. Child pose. So take whatever child pose feels good to you. Just relax. Deep inhale, then long exhale, if possible, through the nose, if possible. Now engage your legs towards each other. Just press them towards each other without moving, without actually lifting them off the ground. Just engage them. As you engage them, press them down. Inhale your chest up. Big inhale with the fingertip. Exhale, bring your hands forward. Tuck your toes. Let's bring our hands even more forward. I'm going to bring my block up front or on the back. Maybe in the back. Where do you want it? Let's start up front. And maybe hold it if you want. Tuck your toes. Now the nook of my elbows are facing each other. Neck is relaxed. Press in your block. Modified down dog. So make sure you're not on anything slippery here. Exhale, chest down, look around. You always check the floor for water puddles, not to slip and little things like that. That's important. Bend the knees as much as you want. And inhale your bum way up. And sink your chest down. Exhale, start walking towards your hands. And when you reach down, bend the knees. Grab the block if you're using one. Inhale up. And exhale back down. We're going to move the block this time to the feet. So you may want to put it maybe to your side right now. Bend your knees as much as you need. Catch the ground here. Inhale one foot up. Exhale the other foot up. Now, we want the block by our feet. We're going to stand on it, right? So just move it until it's about where you want it to be. We're going to place our feet in traditional Tadasana feet on it. So with the big toes touching, the heels kicked out. Once you're about situated, press in your hand. Exhale, bum up, chest down, look towards the ground, straight down, or wherever your neck is comfy. And just breathe, have fun on your little perched down dog variation, right? It's fun, something different. Looking around, things look a little different. Bend the knees. Exhale, step off your mat, your block, and maybe pressing it to the side just for now. Right? And let's see now. Press your heels up. Exhale, bend the knee and move only to the middle of your mat. Stop. Bring your hands towards you very slowly. Let's unravel our spine starting at the base. So pushing your feet, engage your legs. Neck is super relaxed here. Shoulders are just heavy, arms are heavy towards the ground. Head is the last thing to come up, and then I like doing a little shoulder roll. So let's bring our block to be in the middle somewhere nearby. Maybe right in the, like between our feet, maybe a little bit on the front. We're gonna catch it in a wide stance, so we can always move it after. So inhale your feet apart. So body is straight, shoulders are up and back. So the bigger the stand, the easier it is. So just see what works for you. Have a chair nearby if you need, of course. Big toes in just a little bit. If they need to be out, that's cool. They can be straight ahead. Look with your body, bend them and say, oh, maybe I want them out a little bit, maybe. So go with your hips. So I'm gonna turn my toes out, but just a smidge. Inhale your fingertip up. Exhale, bend the knee. Bum goes round and back. Catch your block. You can move it up here. Maybe you want to use a chair. The block is in. Use your chair as a giant block. So let's relax. Bend the knees as much as you need. Round up your back here. And take hold of your block or the ground. Keeping the elbow in. We're going to inhale one arm to our lap. And start turning just the hip part. The lower spine's going to turn. Then the rest going to follow. So the opposite leg presses. But both legs are still engaged towards each other. Inhale the arm up. Exhale down. Catch the block. Inhale, other side. Open up. You can open up just putting your hand on your hip. Lot of variation. Keep it on your thigh if you want. Exhale down. Relax. Bend the knees. Grab your blocks. Press in your feet. Engage your legs. Inhale. Bring the block up. Little back bend. Exhale. Let's start bending at the hips. Round your back. Bend your knees if you want. Let's place the block back down. Bend the knees. Inhale, press in the block. Open up with the other arm. Whichever variation fits you right now. Both sides don't have to be the same. So go with how your body is feeling right now, you know. And again, couple more times of this. Inhaling if possible on the way up. Exhaling on the way down. And center. Bend your knee. Grab your block. Inhale. Press the block back up. And exhale it down. One last time. We'll still need the block, but we can put it to the side right now. Now let's bring our heel a little bit closer. Your hands are catching the floor and exhale your bum back. Maybe lifting the chest for goddess. Now, if you want, you can sit on that block. Oh yeah, see? Nice. You can leave it there. You don't necessarily need it, but it's fun. It gives you a different way for your body to sit. And it may help also bring the floor a little higher sometimes, you know. So work with whatever feels good to you at this moment. It's not because you were able to do something yesterday that today is good. And exhale down. Inhale. So neck is very relaxed. Let's make sure this is happening. Now press into your feet. I'm going to bring my toes straight forward this time. I'm going to just rock forward, touch the ground, lift my bum, and get my block out of there. Now, let's roll into our back. But you can grab behind your thighs here. Inhale tall, exhale, round the back and roll a few times. Careful your neck here. So very mindful movement, but fun, you know. So just rock it. It's nice. It feels like a nice little massage all along the spine, the sides. It feels nice. You can involve your feet a little bit. Then just breathe. If you breathe, it's yoga, right? Okay, and next time you come forward, spread your legs wide and sit. Now, we can have our block again here. You can use two if you want for this, or just one. So you're going to choose if you want it under your bum or catching it with your hands. So let's press our hand to our side in the back. Lift into your hand. Sit on the block if you want to sit on it. Put it whichever. I think I want mine to the side. It was more comfy earlier. Here we go. Toes up. Other block. Inhale it up. Now exhale. Round your spine. Send your belly button back. Round. Look towards your belly button. Then let's inhale. Press the block straight forward. Stop and continue exhaling, softening, soften. Then inhale, push the block just a little bit. Exhale, soften, elbows are heavy towards the ground. You should feel a nice little stretch in the inner thigh. If that doesn't work, it's too much, come out of it. Don't turn that into pain, you know. You don't want to be sore, it does not worth it. And when you find a spot where you're comfy, you can just stay there, you can come back, go a little further, wherever you feel like today, wherever your body is okay with today. And inhale, bring the block, slide it right back towards you. Inhale, block up. Exhale the block to one side. Reach with your other hand, maybe opening the shoulder. And press in the block. Inhale, fingertip up. Exhale it to the side. Inhale, other arm up, opening the shoulder. Press in the other block. Inhale and exhale, forward fold, rounding the backs first, and then inhaling a little bit of length. You can also take your block and just lean your head on it. Hands can be on the leg, on the floor. And inhale back up. Bend the knees. Bring them back towards you. Now use your chair or the wall if you need to. Come straight up with me, any variation. So I'm just rocking forward to grab the block I was sitting on. We just need a block now, if you were using two. And press in your toes, inhale up, little back bend, holding your block. Exhale, forward fold. My feet are in traditional Tadasana because that's how they landed. But you can put yours under your hip, of course. Mine's gonna be moved that way in a moment here. Inhale, flat back, bring your block below or above your knee. And tuck in your shoulder, look straight down. Inhale through the crown of your head, exhale, soften, drop the block, bend the knee, grab your block and push in your feet. Inhale it back up, legs are engaged towards each other. And center, exhale the block to your heart for now. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways here. That's why I'm going to replace my feet. So my ankle are under my hips again. It's a little more, I like it better for alignment, but you can go in traditional Tadasana, that's just as good, of course. So many variations. that you can find one that agrees with you. So let's exhale, bend our knee and send our bum back. We just don't want them knees to pass our toes. So send your bum back. You've got your block. Now take your lower spine and round it just a little bit. It's not easier, a little nicer on the spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Let's bring the block to our heart. I'm going to go on the skinny side here. Squeeze it towards. My elbows are out and my hands are squeezing my block. Inhale tall through the crown of your head. Tuck in your gut and exhale. Turn the body from the lower spine. Show me your block or show the back wall your block. You can keep on pressing if you want, add a little something. And maybe lifting the chest a little bit more. Maybe sinking a little more into it. But only do what your body wants to do. Is good for your body. Yeah, my body wants to eat a pint of ice cream right now, no. Let's keep your legs parallel. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. So lower spine turns first. And you can park an elbow on your inner thigh and press. Just press on your block. Just elongate here, turning the upper hip back. And inhale, back center, pushing your feet, come back up a little bit. And let's move to the front of our mat. Feet are in Tadasana, alright? Engage your feet and your legs towards each other. Feet are well grounded, right? Little bends in the knee. And exhale, one foot comes back out. Knee over the ankle. Turn your foot a little bit to the side. Now let's use the block. We're going to slide it right inside our foot. Right like my arm is pretty parallel with my leg. So I'm adding the block so I don't have to go down so far because I want to keep my chest open. So the upper hip moves back a little bit. Inhale, open your chest. If you want, you can reach across. You go over and across like that. Maybe looking at your hand, your elbow, if it's comfortable. Or you can have your hand on your hip, of course. So just be comfy here. And to come out of it, press in your block, unfold your knee, inhale up. Let's go on the other side. So I'm turning my feet to the side. My other foot is going to move. Just adjust your stand. Exhale so your knee goes right above your ankle. The legs stay open. So you want your knee to go towards your pinky toe. You know, if possible, if the knee's collapsing, and just sand it a little bit towards the pinky toe. The outer thigh is opening outward. So press into the ground. That should pretty much happen on its own. So you can feel it happening. Now engage your legs towards each other and grow an inch. You know? And here we go. Exhale, the block's inside the thigh. Catch the ground. Inhale your arm up and over. Maybe looking up a little bit. And press in your block. Come back up. And exhale, arms down. Now let's go in crescent lunge. You can stay on the same side. So we're going to take the back foot. We're going to inhale the heel up. Turn it away. I'm going to widen my stand for a little more balance here. So the front knee is still above the ankle, and here feel free to drop the knee to the ground. So I'm just shortening my stand. I'm making it so it's comfy for me. Then exhale. Just press your heel towards the mat. Body is fairly straight, right? Now let's see what happens if I take the block in the end, the same side as the back leg. And I just turn from the base of my spine and I just look behind me. And then I exhale my block down just a little bit. So On the front foot, on that side, the hip goes up a little bit and the back thigh lifts. The other arm can be on your hip, or you can come up. Inhale up and over. Exhale. Catch back your block. Almost fell down. All those revolve, they're so much fun, but lots of balance. It's fun. Press in your front foot. Inhale, come back up. Now, let's see on the other side. Let's turn. I think I have my back to you when I do that. Yeah, I do. I don't want to. So, knee above the ankle. Your back foot. Ideally, you would have your heel draw a line and it would go straight to the middle of your arch. Ideally, but work with your body here. The front knee pull towards the pinky toe, and especially the knee down past the big toe. So it can be a little over or it may not be exactly lined up, and it's okay, but just try not to make it go forward too much. So giving yourself some room, body is straight, and then just turn the hip, back foot, the heel lift, and let's see what's going on here. Place your block on the other side of your foot. Knee can drop or you can lift the thigh. Inhale your arm up. And exhale. Lower the arm, press in your foot, come back in your wide and stand. Inhale tall, exhale, forward fold. Use your block for your head if you want. And just relax here. Arms are like ragdollish. Maybe you're holding your legs, your opposite elbow, something, the ground, the block. Just relax the spine. Bend your knees if you want. And let's bend the knees. Exhale your bum down a little bit. Engage your legs towards each other. Grab your block. Inhale back up. Wow, that was fun. Now let's turn one foot again like we did, but we're going to keep the legs straight and shorten our stand just a little bit. So my back foot is facing forward and the other one's is going front. My toes are front. So a little bit like a T. You see? Now let's keep that leg open, and we're going to do a little triangle. We have our block here, and we still can hold, you can hold your thigh. You don't need to go bring your block to the ground at all. So let's keep the back hip back, like pulling back here. So inhale tall and start exhaling. Just exhale. You fold the lower spine and you open the back hip a little bit, right? Now bring the block on the outer part of your leg if possible, if you're using a block. Or you can have your hand on your hip, on your leg, wherever it fits nice for you right now. The other arm can inhale straight up, making a nice line between both arms. And if you want, you can look straight ahead towards your finger, reaching like somebody's pulling on your arm. Say, come up, come up. Check your neck, make sure it's relaxed so your gaze is wherever it's comfy on your neck. Now bend your front knee, press in the front foot, inhale yourself back up, and let's switch sides. Yeah, I'm lowering my arm here, come on. Maybe I'll have them on my hip, right? Okay, let's turn the other foot, and let's try our little triangle on the other side. So adjust your stand here. You can have it bigger too. I like my triangle a little bit smaller. So the back hip, try to send it back a little bit. The front thigh, you want to rotate it outward just a little bit. Inhale tall, exhale. Let's lower the block. Maybe it wants to reach the floor, maybe not. And if you want to bend the knee, bend it. Of course. Now your other arm can go on your hip, straight up, opening the shoulder. Or maybe you want your hand on your thigh, on your block. And let's pretend somebody's pulling our arm up, saying, hey, come up here. See what's going on the ceiling. Press in your front foot, bend the knee, and come back up. Exhale the arms down, roll the shoulder, little circle with your hand. Toes come forward, heel toe. And then let's place our feet under our hip. Bend your knees pretty generously. And ooh la 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 la. Little circle with your hip. I am rounding. I'm lowering my hip down, just like doing the twist here. Look towards your knee. And let's press into your feet. Come back up. Inhale up. Exhale. Forward fold. All the way down. You can use your block here if you want to hold your block. Yeah, there was one right there. So whichever. Now bend the knees. Grab the block if you have it. Inhale it back up. And exhale. Let's cross our legs. Let's cross our leg like as high as we can, if possible. Now slide your feet towards the other. Use a chair or the wall if you need something. Or just skip that. You can have your leg next to the other one, right? Now let's exhale. Bring your bum back. I'm going to move a little bit to this side. So move your bum back a little bit. Trying to keep your knees back so they don't pass the toes. Now lower your lower spine. Inhale your chest up a little bit. Now hold your block between your hands here. And now let's draw the elbow towards each other so that your forearm are parallel. And exhale your elbows towards your knee, rounding your back. Your neck is relaxed. Inhale, press in your feet, come back up. It's a very modified eagle. Very nice, a little easier. Eagle isn't very easy to start with, so it's a little easier like that. You're still getting something real good. So exhale on the way down. Your elbow do not have to touch your knee. Do the best you can here. This is difficult a little. Lots of balance too, right? Your feet, like my weight keeps shifting from one foot to the other. And exhale again, rounding your back. Look towards your knees, your leg. Inhale, press back up. And let's switch the leg. Wherever you would twist. Oh yeah, lower your arm, of course. Go high. If you want to go in full eagle legs, of course you can. I don't. Too busy with holding my block and pressing on it. So feet towards each other. Legs twisted. Exhale. Yes. I got to go pee-pee asana, I think it's called. Round your lower back a little bit. Now inhale your chest up. Arms can come up, elbows towards each other so your arms are parallel. Inhale, open, elbow comes up. Exhale, towards the knee, round your back. Inhale, back up, press in your feet. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, come back down. Relax the neck, shoulders, the head. Press in your foot. And inhale, back up again. And exhale. Just bring your block towards your heart. Unwrap your I got to go pee-pee asana. And just walk into place and shift your hip a little bit at the same time. Let's loosen that up a little bit, right? Okay. Now let's take a wider stand, not big, just a little wider than the paddings. Keep your knees bended. Inhale your block straight ahead. Let go with one arm. Exhale the arm back. And just catch it. Inhale forward. You can exhale. It doesn't really matter here where you breathe. You can open and inhale as the chest opens. And exhale as you close. But the thing, if you go with your own breath, I think we breathe a little different than that. Let's switch side. Big inhale. Exhale, closing. Doesn't really matter here again. And when you had enough fun, exhale the shoulder down. Neck is very relaxed here. Rounding the hips. And let's open up just a little bit more, our feet away, but not too much. Now, let's bring one foot to the side. And I'm going to just back my foot. We're going to do a triangle variation here. And it's just like a revolved triangle. So let's lift our back heel. Turn it so the toes are forward, the heel is back. So you're in the crescent lunge. Exhale, just exhale your heel away and down towards your mat. Body is straight. Now straighten the leg, keep a bend in the knee if you want. We're just going to go on the other side with our block. So lower spine, let's go see what's there. You can put your hand on your hip if you want. Maybe exhale the block by your little pinky toe. The heel, the hip of the front leg goes up and away. Press in your block, press in your front foot. Maybe nail your arms straight up. Exhale. Grab your block, switch hand. Pivot the back foot. Now let's inhale and open into a regular triangle. Bend the knee, exhale the hand back down. Press in your front foot, inhale the block up. Toes come straight. Other foot back foot becomes the front foot. And exhale, send your hips back. Turn your foot first. We're going in a revolved triangle first. So bring your block to the outer part of your foot with the opposite hand, if it works. Press in your block. Maybe nail your other arm up. And maybe this time, you just want to put it on your hip and that's fine. Now, whoops, losing my balance. It's cool. It's fun. The mat is not far anyway, right? Now let's switch the block. Switch hand with the block. Plant the back foot and open our regular triangle the other way. So the upper hip comes open. Just reach. Your gaze can be straight up. Bend the knee if you want. Keep the hand on the hip. It's all good. All kind of variation. Now exhale, bend the knee a little bit, push in your hand, and inhale back up. Let's bring our toes forward. Maybe our heels in a little bit. Exhale, let's go straight down, heels, knees open out and away. And I'm gonna go back sitting on my block again. Here we are. So let's cross our legs. Just bring one thigh over the other, a little bit like when we did that ego variation. And let's bring the side of the outer feet down a little bit. So go very slow, see if that works for you. Ideally, your knees are right, one on top of the other. We're going into a cow face, a little variation. So I'll be sitting on my block, keeps my back a little straighter, giving me a little lift. And here, just adjust that. If this is really not comfortable, don't do that to yourself. Come out of it. A little bit, a lot, completely. So this is not the most comfortable position. It's very nice on the hip, but there's all kind of other things you can do for them. So if that doesn't work, don't do it, right? Now, I like taking the upper bottom part, and with my upper, I do the reverse. So whichever leg is on top, the same side arm is going to be at the bottom. It helps me remember which. First, I'm just going to give myself a big hug. Maybe move around like this. You can keep your arms like that if you wish. Or you can bring your upper hand to the same side shoulder and lift lift the arm up a little bit. Nice little stretch here. Maybe guiding it with your other hand. Other arm does the opposite. I'm turning my thumb down and my palm away from me. And I'm coming back up. So here, you don't have to touch. Your finger don't have to touch at all. You can use a strap if you want to reach a little better. But keep your elbows in and just pulling towards each other, maybe grabbing your shirt. Inhale, exhale, round up first. Maybe look at your belly button. Go down just a little bit. Your head don't have to touch your knee at all. Press in your lower leg. Inhale your chest back up. Exhale, release the arms. And let's switch side with the leg. So let's just cross them. And you want to keep them just like that, that's cool. This is also cow pose. So you do all kind of variation. Find something that works for you. If it's crisscross, put them in crisscross. So I'm just going to bring my heel a little bit closer to me and lower my knees down. Let's see how it goes on them. We have to be very mindful of our body. So go very slow here. See how things go. Inhale, fingertip up. And then upper arm, upper leg is your lower arm. So give yourself a nice hug. Keep your arms like that if it's felt good and you just want to stay like this. Or upper arm comes up. Exhale, bend the elbow, keep it in. And just inhale, lift very gently, lift the arm up. Maybe tap yourself in the back. Other arm, thumb down. Palm away from you. Come around. And we have two different sides. This is my side that it doesn't touch. I'm just going to grab my shirt. Inhale tall and exhale. Look towards your belly button. Just go as much as your body is pleasant for you. And then inhale, pressing into your leg. Exhale your arm. We don't stay too long in that sort of thing, right? Now let's come back down a little bit here. Let's sit with our legs apart. And I'm going to remove my block. I'm tired of sitting on it, but keep it there if you want it there. Now keep your back straight. If that means bringing your feet closer and bending your knee, make that happen because this is important. If your spine is out of whack and you're doing all kind of things, you're just going to mess yourself up. So toes up, gentle bend in the knee, maybe a generous one. Just don't keep them we shouldn't lock the joints solid straight, you know. I'm going to grab my block again because I like putting my head on it. Inhale, finger up, exhale. Let's go around your back. Reach for your feet, your legs, something. I'm going to move my block, put my forehead on it. Now I'm going to inhale, little length, reaching with my hand, maybe if your hand's on your calf, maybe go below the knee, maybe your feet. Elbow weights down. And here you can stay just like that and relax, take a little break. Or you can inhale a little length, exhaling, softening. And inhale, unwind the spine. Bring your hands a little bit closer. Legs a little bit closer also. And let's just bring one over the other. Now your other leg can stay like this. You can sit on your block still if you want. Your other leg may stay straight, or you can fold it in if you wish. I'm going to sit back on my block for this. And it's going to keep my back a little bit straighter. Your lower leg, if you want to bring the knee towards the ground, and the foot maybe a little bit away from you, not too much, right? Other foot is by the leg. Now let's straighten this gently if it goes. So bring your knee a little bit more straight, your lower leg a little straighter. Back is straight, that's important. Inhale, fingertip up. Exhale in the direction of the bent knee. Start at the lower spine, right? Exhale your arms down. Then inhale a little length through the crown of your head. Now your arm is pressing on your outer thigh, keeping your body straight and your knees from collapsing out. Neck is super relaxed. You can inhale a little length through the crown of the head and exhale. Maybe look back a little more. Inhale, fingertip up and unwind. Exhale, hands to the heart, to the ground somewhere. Take the ankle and let's switch that. And again, it's not because you had one foot one way that it has to be the same on the other side. So go with your body. I mean, we all got sore from something, working out or whatever. There may be something that happened to you or injury. So take all that in consideration and just be nice to your body. Just do what feels good to you, you know. So again, adjust yourself here. Inhale, fingertip up. Exhale towards the upper legs. Fingertip drops to the ground. One of my arms in the back is just to keep my hand and brace myself, keep my back straight. Inhaling a little length and exhaling into your twist. Here we go. The arm can stay straight. This arm here is just there, its purpose. It's pressing my knee so it doesn't collapse out. You can lift your hand up and add a little style to it. Something if you want. So this is not important, it's for you. Exhale, soften. So you make it what you want it to be. The little detail, it had a little beauty, but maybe something else more beautiful with it. Maybe just having it drooping down is fun too. Remove your blocks. Now let's place our legs forward here. We've been twisting all over. Keep your block nearby. If you have two blocks, you can use two. So I'm going to go along my mat. I'm sitting in the middle. Legs in staff pose. Elongates. Bend in your knee. Toes up towards the ceiling. Back is straight, right? Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Round the back again. And inhale a little bit of length. And exhale, soften. And when you're ready, inhale your hands along your legs, coming towards you, coming back up. And we're going down. Have your blocks nearby. Exhale, bring your back to the mat. Oh, my God, my blocks before. Now, if you have two blocks, you can put one between your knees. We tend to fan our knees out during bridge. So this is a little bridge trick. Put your block between your knee. A pillow will do also. If you only have one block or nothing, you may want to squeeze a little pillow or a rolled up towel will do. Neck is relaxed. So here, let's just inhale our fingertip away from our body and then exhale your elbows down, shoulders. Make a little room for your neck. If you have two blocks or just one and you want to put it under your sacrum, that's the little bone by your tailbone here, the little round one. So find a little place, but it's very near your bum. It's at the end of your spine, just right before that tailbone. So find that little spot that's comfy and leave it there for a little support. Now you can stay just like that. This is a very wonderful restorative pose. Just stay like that. Maybe sending your neck side to your head, side to side. Bringing your fingertip away from you. Or you can put the palm of your hand into your mat. Press in your hand, press in your feet. Squeeze that block and inhale your hips up. Again, all always checking with your neck, make sure it's relaxed. Exhale back down. One more time. Inhale, press the block way up if you want, as long as it feels good. Maybe shifting gently the hips side to side, very small movement, only if it feels good. Exhale, you're back to your block. Inhale and exhale. Close your knees towards your chest, removing your knee block if you're having one, your pillow. And just grab your legs here. I'm removing my lower block as well. And I'm just going to squeeze my thigh and just round my back nicely as I unravel it alongside the mat here. Plant your feet in the ground. Inhale, your hands overhead. Reach through your fingertip. Exhale. Place your hand inside your leg. Knee to chest again. Around your back. Grab your big toe, your feet, your ankles, something for happy baby. So bring your knee towards your armpit. And then here, it is very much about you and your happy baby, not what I'm doing. I'm only going to do small movement that feels good to my body right now. So you can copy and see how it goes for you. Or just extend your legs, turn around, maybe even roll. So explore here. Just be very mindful of what you're doing. Careful your neck. So any movement, you can go until one leg touch the ground, one side and the other. Or you can just stay put with your knees apart, pulling towards you. Just make sure your neck is relaxed, that it feels good. Happy baby is such a feel-good thing. If something doesn't feel good, come out of it. Skip that, my goodness. And exhale. Brace your feet so that the sole of your feet touch each other. Bring your feet down to the ground. Maybe pressing your toes towards, maybe slide your feet a little further away from you if you need a little more room. And if it's still too much, maybe take a little distance between your legs for Shavasana. Your arms to your side. Feel free to sit down with your back against the wall or have your legs up the wall, your bum too or up the wall. And if it is comfortable for you, close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. And let's take one big deep inhale through the nose and a big exhale quick through the mouth. Again. Big inhale through the nose, and this time make your exhale through the mouth, but a little slower. Exhale whatever is left of tension in you. And inhale again through the nose if possible. This time exhale slowly through the nose. Maybe your exhale's a little bit longer than your inhale. Bring your chin a little bit closer to your chest. Adjust your head here so it's not so tilted way back. And then just bring your gaze, your nose side to side. Just tilt your head very gently. Just make sure everything's relaxed here and stay put. Let's inhale very slowly through the nose. And an even longer exhale throughout the nose. Inhale. And with each exhale, find yourself melted even more into your mat, relaxing every bit of your body. Inhaling. Fill your lungs completely. Exhale slowly. Any thoughts that comes at you, they are items in a grocery store. They are suggestions of things you can buy. So let's keep on walking. We don't want to buy anything right now. But it's okay that we have choice. That's what our brain do. It's just doing its job. So let it. But kind of just like, don't pay too much attention. Those are suggestions. They're not nothing right now compared to you just relaxing. Give yourself permission to think about all that later. And right now, just to be without judgment, with a lot of self-love for yourself. Inhaling everything positive. Exhaling residues of stress as we soften our body even more. Start wiggling your toes, your fingertip, and moving your head side to side. Little suggestion, do any little movement that feels good to you right now. Maybe stretching your fingers overhead, pressing through your heel. I'm going to just hug my knees again, going a little bit side to side here. And if it is comfy for you, turning into your right side for a couple moments. Just a couple breaths here. Just so you don't come up too quick. You can keep your eyes closed. And when you're ready, slowly come up to a seated position or stay laying down. You can sit on the block if you want or not. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope maybe you learned something of all the wonderful things we can do with the block. And always remember, sometimes it's okay to make it easier on ourselves. It doesn't always have to be hard, you know. You're still doing something. And you're being good to your body, and that's what's important. So we have the option together here to bow our head towards our fingertip, pressing our hands together, and maybe say Namaste.